Hello there.
It's the Resident Evil once again. We reside in an evil location. All right. So, it's been a hot second since you played the
Sure
Smush.
has.
Yep.
Might have been a good
Do you?
idea to watch the last stream before I started, but oh well.
Don't worry, I did. I was doing it listening to it while I was doing other stuff today, so I have a vague idea of what we're doing. Besides, we're mostly in a new area at this stage, so
Right.
it's just a matter of going back to the old places. Okay, so um, can you check your items? Okay,
The
we have
last ink ribbon.
one, the last ink ribbon. Yes. So I already explained this, but to you in the chat. But for now, I'm going to uh, uh, explain it for posterity's sake, so it's all in the recording, I guess. I'm gonna take notes of the things that we do and the things that we find, like the key items and shit, so that if you die and have to go back, we'll know what things we can do, what things we can wait on doing, and all that jazz. Plus, I've also got the guide in the event that you forget something, and the guide's just like, "Hey, go back to this location," and it might have been something that you don't remember, so that we're not here for 80,000 years. But we've kind of reached a tipping point in this game where, and I've recently reached that same point same kind of point in my personal playthrough of Resident Evil 2, where you get to a new area, and like after you basically cleaned out the first area, and you're just kind of like, okay, now I've got to find now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna move forward and like what new stuff can I find and how do I need to use it back at the old area kind of thing. So like grabbing that square crank and all that.
Also, while you were talking, I just figured out that you can move the right stick in any direction to about face.
Oh, that's
This whole
useful.
time I've been trying to remember. Okay, you gotta press the run button specifically, and then press down so that you turn around. And they keep messing it up somehow, but that's gonna make things a lot easier.
It's like a twin stick shooter.
Except the stick only turns you around no matter what direction you. Oh, hello.
Yep.
What? Oh, okay. That was a thing that happened.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, you're freaky looking.
Yeah.
Your face doesn't quite fit. Oh shit! I have control. I've had control the whole time. Ah!
Yeah, generally when the camera swaps back, you got control. Anyway, say hi to Lisa Trevor.
What?
She is not having a good day. She is having the worst day. She's having a really terrible day. And wouldn't you like to be able to put her out of her misery? Unfortunately, you can't do that. So
I just wasted a couple Magnum bullets. That's fine.
well, no, because it disabled her for a little bit, and it gives you a chance to grab shit that's in this room and skedaddle. But a number of bandages have been hung up because these brown stains be blood. Yeah, you were in this area before, so I'm pretty sure you just got to leave now. After making sure that there's no useful
3
items.
Magnum bullets does not buy me a lot of time.
Well, you did also backtrack a little bit. But yeah, no, downing Lisa Trevor is difficult, and also just and also not that great in terms of like how much time it buys you. But any time is better than nothing, I assure you.
All right.
So Lisa Trevor is we read this in the documents last time. Actually, if you could check your documents in your menu, I could probably point out which one it is. Family picture and notes. Yeah. It's, my dearest Lisa. It's a journal left by someone. Yeah, attached first, mom attached second, inside red and slimy, white and hard, not true, mom, where? So no doubt I found mom again when I attached mom, she was we want to be with her, and all that. Mom, where? I miss you.
Oh.
And then I believe Mansion 2 has the Keeper's Diary, I think. Nope, not this one. We searched Will. Oh yeah, Martin Crackhorn. I remember him. That's not him. Well, it's another document.
Must have missed it.
No, I think you either got it and then died, or it was in the first mansion thing. But the specifics of it aren't important. Basically, Mr. Trevor, whose first name I'm forgetting, he was the architect for the mansion, and he was basically told, "Hey, you're trapped here now," and Lisa and her mom were. Oh, did you get a little turned around? That'll happen. But yeah, so Lisa Trevor was used for all kinds of terrible, horrifying experiments.
Oh, hi. You're just standing there.
Yeah, just kind of chilling. But yeah, so she is basically unkillable. You can take her down for a little bit, but it's best to just kind of flee.
I have totally forgotten how to properly play this game.
Do you wanna just reload the save? Since you've taken a bunch of.
I think that might be for the best.
All right. But yeah, so Lisa Trevor is an addition to this game, where she was not present at all in the original.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, so she was one of those things that was added as a way to mess with players that hadn't that
had played the original.
or that had played the original, and just something new for people that had never played it, just in case. And the it's kind of like she kind of behaves a lot like in Resident Evil 2 in the B scenario. So when you play through the game once as one character, there's the B scenario where you play through the game a second time as the other character, and some things are changed based on what you did as in the first playthrough. But there's one enemy that you have to regularly deal with in the B scenario called the Tyrant. And in
relation to Mr. X.
I was talking around that just in case you didn't actually know Mr. X. But yeah,
look, he's the only thing anybody ever talked about in reviews of the remake.
Well, so yeah, I was trying to talk around the point of Mr. X, but yeah, Lisa Trevor is supposed to function like that, where rather than being part of the B scenario in the original game, because there wasn't really a B scenario in the original, but just kind of being added in this remake, which was made in part for fans that had played through the first game
a fair
hundreds
amount
of times.
Just getting whacked.
Yeah, Lisa Trevor she will fucking hurt. She hurts. Yeah, so don't bother trying to kill her because she's invincible, says the guy. Just run past and try to avoid her. Yeah, so she can show up at different points. I'm pretty sure that she's not nearly as yeah. I also just read the next line of the guide where it says, "There's a zombie you'll need to avoid along the way. He's not hard to miss and will stand next to a tree in the walkway until fired at." Which is a good way of describing this dude who is just standing there vibing. Christ, that dude taking a lot of bullets.
Did you just vomit on me?
I think he did. Out of curiosity, check your status screen. Okay, you're fine. I thought for a second that he might have poisoned you with the vomit. All right, a large statue stands silently in the darkness. All right, can you check your map?
Only really one way to go here.
Pretty much, yeah. Is that Yeah, I would say just keep following the path for now.
Yeah, this is the room with those fucking crows.
Yep, those guys were assholes. I still can't believe that using the knife on them was the most effective way of doing it. Actually, did you use the knife on them? You might have used the knife on the... Right, you used the shotgun on the crows, but you used the knife on the bee. That was just there for some fucking reason. God, that thing still... I completely forgot about that thing when it first showed up. Also, this particular set of screens gives me an opportunity to talk about something that was not a thing in the original version, original release of the GameCube remake, which was in 4:3, versus this game, which is not in 4:3. It's in 16:9. So there, when you were going up and down that path, you might have noticed that the camera panned up or down a little bit. And that is because it's sort of faking 16:9 by panning the camera up and down to make up for the space that's lost. Like when in the pause menu, it's still 4:3, but when you unpause, it's yeah. So, but that's I think it does a good job of I think it doesn't lose out on any
the dogs are still dead.
Real estate. There should be a place for you to use your crank around here.
Yep,
you probably would have remembered a little more. Yeah.
Okay.
The slow gate opening animation makes a little bit less sense in terms of loading when it comes to the other things. Just because it's like, you can see through it. You know there's an inky black void on the other side. Like, there's a square-shaped hole.
Oh, FMV.
Uh-huh. You've drained Lisa Trevor's bathwater.
It's a swimming pool, you dingus.
I know. For all I know, she could have been using it as such. I don't think that the chlorine in there would have been that helpful.
Thank you for automatically turning me around when I got to the bottom of the staircase. And... oh. Elevator.
Ah! There's a blue herb, otherwise known as a blurb.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair,
stupid kind of crow. Frickin'. God.
Oh my god, these fucking birds.
What the shit? Camera, please. Where am I going?
I don't know.
This is gonna suck as soon as I come out of the screen.
Probably.
Birds are the worst in any video game where you have to fight birds.
I can't help but be reminded of Ninja Gaiden with their shitty ass birds. Some kind of transparent creature is swimming around in the water.
Gross.
It's an invisible electric eel. The battery has been taken out. That's really unfortunate. Yeah. One of the differences between playing through Chris and Jill's campaign is that the dialogue for examining items is a little different.
Yeah, like between Chris and Sheva and 5, as we discovered.
Yeah. Which, oh my god, that was a fucking perfect shot. I don't know how you pulled that off.
Game was very generous.
It would be a little more generous if these birds just didn't exist. All this jittering around is you trying to use the auto-aim thing, like with the left trigger? Yeah.
Yep.
God, these things just suck. The good news is that birds don't respawn, at least to my knowledge. So, like, killing them now kills them forever, as far as I know.
That barely helped me.
A raging waterfall. Looks like there's something beyond it.
There's always something behind waterfalls. You bastard!
So I'd like to point out at this point that the guide says grab the green herb and ignore the birds, but given the fact that they are the way that they are, I would find it very difficult to ignore the birds.
There we fucking go.
Jesus. On the list of accomplishments, I am writing down killed all the fucking birds.
Wasted all my half of the ammo that I have trying to do that when we could have just gone through this gate. Oh, hey, Saps.
Hey.
Oh!
Saps. Oh, damn it.
I am pissed off. The least optimal play.
Well, this is our learning session. This is our learning session, making sure that we
after I died and we go back to
snakes.
Eggs?
More snakes.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
No eggs to be found.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are no eggs. I believe the only game in which you can actually pick up eggs and use them as healing is 5. Or really any game that has eggs in it. There might be like a model egg or something that's used as a key to a puzzle at some point, but I wouldn't know.
Curious that that's the only one, huh? Oh, blue.
Blue herb. For the poison that the snakes will inevitably
I'll
cause.
leave that there for the sake of...
Oh, there's 3 of them. What a lovely little display. One of my favorite details about the Resident Evil 2 remake that I've been playing is the red, green, and blue herbs all have different appearances, but they all look like different potted plants. Like the green herbs look like ferns, red herbs look like a little like overflowing pot of leaves. I can't really come up with a better description for it. But then the blue herbs look like basically flowers. And I don't know. There's just something cool about that. Unfortunately, it makes the blue herbs and red herbs a little difficult to find sometimes, because there are just straight up background plants that you can't
safe room.
Really use. Yeah.
Excellent.
It looks like there's some ink ribbons on the by the typewriter, but it's up to you whether or not you want to lock this shit in. Can't care anymore.
I'm dumb. Well, whatever. Now I can.
I was gonna say maybe don't, because you were only fine, and or because you were fine, and the first aid spray is a full heal rather than just a little. And I believe you have plenty of green herbs in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
These are things that we know for the next time.
Yeah, I'm not going to save this time because I am playing like garbage.
I mean, this will get you back into the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
This can just be your dry run, I think. You try to get as much done and then speed run through all the stuff after. Oh, is that does that fuel canteen have fuel in it, or is that just for like, I guess, storing extra fuel? Shelves contain buckets and rope. Rope looks freshly cut.
I would imagine it has more fuel.
Like I just wasn't sure if there was a. Well, because you have room for 2 in your canteen, right?
Yeah, but already I still have one in it.
Oh, okay. So you can't fill it when it's halfway full.
I think I haven't actually tried.
Nah, it doesn't really matter.
In case I end up wasting some.
You'll be back in that room soon enough anyway.
Ho ho ha 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 he ho.
Boom 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 ba.
I was thinking more Armogoma.
Oh yeah. This is definitely a much more
kind of docile. Nope, never mind.
Arm wrestling tournament. The winner will be named Chief for a Day of the Raccoon Police Department.
I forgot for a second this place is Raccoon City. Confused me.
This is the mountains outside of Raccoon City. Shagan.
Oh.
Oh, and a nice can of first aid spray on the counter. And what looks like a canister of fuel. Management. It's something you got to get used to. Or get used to again, I guess. Plus, leaving items behind is a perfectly... hi there. Something about the fact that it is a giant spider indicates to me that it may also be something that can inflict poison. Hence, the 3 blue herbs in that one room.
I'm just gonna, for now, put away my lighter and fuel and grab those blue herbs.
I thought for a second you were gonna say, I'm gonna put away lighter and fuel and anything that isn't just a gun and do some recon. And I was like, that's a ballsy move, but also something that I would probably do. But it also sounds like something that Saps would do when he's playing Lobotomy Corporation. And that's no way to live. You gotta live with your mistakes. Live with the resources that you've wasted. Except for this time, because it's been a while since you've played, and it would kind of suck. That's one of the things that I've learned to... Because it's one thing watching someone play Resident Evil and saying, like, oh, you should conserve this resource. You should use this now or save this for later. And it's another thing entirely when you're the one that actually has to make decisions on the fly and shit.
And your brain is currently in panic mode because spider.
Oh, absolutely. Or worse, fucking Mr. X or... Jesus!
Okay,
I saw that whole...
I think I'm supposed to put the crate there so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought that you wouldn't be able to pass over that crack in the floor. I was gonna suggest trying to push the crate into it or over it. There doesn't seem to be anything useful.
Well, I wanted to try it first, and that turned out to be a mistake.
There's precious family memories, though. Seeing that precariously open window reminds me of something in... they all seem to contain articles about stars.
Yeah,
Newspaper. Those wilted flowers are actually a special kind of white herb.
Sure.
You grind it up into a powder, and then it's actually just cocaine. White herb is cocaine. It's a map of the residence. Oh yeah. By the way, congratulations! You are officially in the second major map of the game, the residence.
Oh. Cool.
So we can officially say we are now, we're in the residence of evil.
Beehive.
See a giant beehive.
Bees. Oh, not again. Oh.
Oh God.
This is where I die, I guess. Don't have my knife.
Can you go through that door, or is that one locked?
Bullshit.
Bees. Bees.
This game sucks.
Oh God, fuck those bees. All the airborne enemies are just really annoying to deal with, versus like most of the regular enemies, like the zombies or like even like the spider.
Oh, they're still here. They're sitting on the camera.
Perched on the camera. That's a cute detail, actually.
I like that. Oh.
No, that wasn't part of our deal.
boy stars.
What about my family? If I play my cards right.
Oh,
And then more bees.
ruining the moment.
Whoever's on the other side of that door just hears a muffled.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
Or some bees.
It would actually be hilarious if he went outside and then when you went back into the hallway, you saw that there weren't any more bees because he killed them all.
Alright, so Barry's extremely suspicious now.
Mm-hmm. I will admit, I was trying to place if the voice was Wesker's or not, but I couldn't remember what Wesker's old voice sounded like.
Neither could
I know what his original voice sounded like because he sounds like a wimp in the original, especially compared to his design where he's supposed to look like the cool guy that wears sunglasses at night because he's an asshole. Have you tried to read the documents that were on the table? They looked pretty stark white.
Oh. I guess I'll go back in. Oh.
You can look through this room first. This looks like a... Water's leaking from the tank.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, bud. Zap. You see that flashy key? I'm assuming water drips from the sink. Perhaps the valve is broken.
The what?
The left. On the left.
Oh.
Yeah. The camera changed as soon as you were getting close to it, but yeah. Will you take the residence key?
Cool.
Kill.
Okay. Oh, those documents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident. The plant at point 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that in comparison with the other group of plants, the T-virus had a substantially stronger effect on this one. The T-virus has drastically morphed the host's anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We've also found that Plant 42 has two main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its root. Somehow, it has rooted itself down into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, the basement's been like a pool. There's a high possibility that it's one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting the Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like... Damn it, wrong button. A bulb-like body of the Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling on the first floor. We are sure that it used the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacle-like vines are protruding from the bulb. This is some... I don't know about this writing.
Yeah, this is a little bit
we believe
SCP wiki. This ain't.
Yeah, but
learn to be concise.
We believe the vines are the second means of acquiring its nutrients. When Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vine drain the prey of its blood.
This is making my all the lessons that I learned from my English teacher or my fiction writing teacher the other day. Every alarm in my head is being set off.
Oh, same. We've also noticed it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey, or when it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, several of our scientists have already fallen victim to Plant 42. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observed one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. One witness reported it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does is still unknown. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton needs to learn how to write.
Yes, he does. Okay, so I wanna pull up this document because the other day,
nice hat.
In my
Look
writing,
at this hat.
That's a kick-ass hat. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
And
Doug
stop
Dimmadome,
tall
owner of
enough.
the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Doug Dimma. It's the best you're getting. He had the budget cut on his hat.
Ah, bees.
Bees. So, I would like to read you this. As part of a writing exercise, my fiction writing teacher wrote a short piece
Nothing I can do about
called.
that.
Yeah, I mean, well, there was something you could have done about it earlier, but in that
not while I
particular
was over
moment,
there.
you couldn't have. Yep. So my fiction writing teacher, he wrote a short story. And I say story in a loose definition of the term, and I say short in the truest definition of the word because it's very short, but I assure you, it is potent.
Potent, huh?
Would you like me to read it?
Sure.
You're gonna. I ask and then paused because it is not good and it will actually make you mad.
All right, hit me.
Tiger pulled up outside the convenience store. He needed cigarettes. That is a comma between store and he needed. It is not. They're two completely separate sentences. That's an issue with comma splicing. Don't need that. He parked his car. His door was opened, and he got out. Above him, the blue mini-mart sign burned like a rash. He pushes open the heavy glass doors and entered into the air-conditioned store. Although I always buy Winston's, he thought to himself, tonight I think I'll get Marlboros. Cassie likes those better. He went to the counter and pointed past the acneed kid behind the register. Marlboro Reds, he said authoritatively. Give me 2 packs, he said. Hey man, you're Tiger Luboff, said the kid, his face white as a ghost's. This is something you can't tell unless you're reading it, but he used the wrong form of your. He used the possessive your.
Uh-huh. I suspected as much.
Mm-hmm. His eyes looked at the stranger's visage. I seen you in the paper, he said tremulously. A cold feeling ran up his backbone. You held up that bank on Sunset. I'd like to point out, the note that I wrote down for this particular sentence was, what the fuck is tremulously?
That's what I was wondering.
A cold feeling ran up his backbone. Get rid of that shit. It's a terrible way of rewriting shiver ran up your spine. The only
Bees.
good way of... Oh, fucking bees. The only good way of writing the cliched phrase shiver ran up your spine is from Undertale, which is you feel your sins crawling up your back.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Because it's so good. It's so descriptive, and it only really works in that particular context, because someone saying he felt his sins crawl up his back, it's like that doesn't, it loses all sense of personal, like every bit of personal thing. Anyway, time for more terrible writing. Yes, said
These
Tiger
are gone.
dangerously. Oh, thank fuck. Yes, said Tiger dangerously. but it would have been better for you if you hadn't of noticed. I'd like to point out that yes at the beginning is Y-E-A-S, not yes and not yeah, not yas, yes. It's just in the distance, a police siren was heard. I don't suppose you have anything to do with them cops, Tiger said. The boy wishes he had. No, sir, he says nervously. Tiger thought it was actually quite cold in the Emporium, and he shivered. Just hand over the smokes and I will be on my way. Scared to death, the clerk's soul windows filled with rills of moisture as a trail as sad as that of the one caused by Andrew Jackson in 1838 wandered the soft mountain of his cheek. I'm just gonna let that last one simmer for a little bit. Scared to death, the clerk's soul windows filled with rills of moisture as a trail
you'd hear
as
in a
sad...
bad or first fan fiction.
Rills of moisture as a trail as sad as that of the one caused by Andrew Jackson in 1838 wandered the soft mountain of his cheek. Christ, there's so much wrong with that sentence. Thankfully, there's only like 3 sentences left. As if on cue, a woman comes into the store. She pulled out a handgun of some sort. Don't move, Tiger, she stated. You're under arrest. And I can assure you it was the wrong form of your.
Well, of course. The last one was too.
So there's so many things wrong with that, but one of my personal favorites, other than
oh my god, really?
Are the bees? Are the bees back?
I thought if I killed the bees and then checked it, there would be something else in there.
Okay, I think they're not actually coming through. I think it's just showing that there are bees on the other side. Those are the only ones. The ones that came through are the only ones that you have to deal with in this room, anyway. Out of the many things that was wrong with that atrocity of the English language that I just read, probably one of the most helpful tips, I guess, even though the tip in question is about a cliched phrase, so I probably wouldn't have used it anyway, but like as if on cue, you never ever want to put that in your writing because it brings it reminds the reader that everything is being staged because it's fiction and that's how fiction works. And that's just kind of fucking hell, that scared me. I remember that it caught you regardless of the crate, but then for whatever reason, it still got me. Anyway, while I was distracted by that atrocity, did you find any other items, or were you just looking around for a place to use the residence key?
Okay. Yeah, that was it. Also fighting off bees.
Yes, and the bees is the important thing.
Oh.
Spooky.
Ah, lovely camera angle. Barclays. Ah, lovely. I need more handgun ammo. What's this?
After all those fucking birds. Self-defense gun? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Suicide note. I had to do it. We ran from those things, helping each other to survive, but Robert started to show the symptoms. I had to do it. Those damned things are pure evil. There was no other way. He would have done the same if it were the other way around. After I put him out of his misery, I had to just leave him in the bathroom. Now I'm probably the last one.
Oh, that was the one we encountered over there.
Yep. How could this happen? I'll never forgive myself for being part of this project. Eventually I'll get what's coming to me, though. There's no way to escape from this nut house. It's just a matter of time now. Everything is set. All I need is a little courage to get it done. Knowing that I'll leave many things undone is regret beyond words. But this is better than just waiting to turn into one of them. Please understand, and at least let me end my life as a person. There's a message on the back. Linda, please forgive me.
Oh, man. That's always something that you gotta deal with in zombie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably by this guy. Oh, guess that was everything. Oh, no, wait. Was it this bathroom he was referring to?
Might have been.
I'm back with my shotgun.
Is that door locked? Or did you just not go in?
I just didn't go in.
Okay. Looking at, I was curious because I couldn't remember what the guy's name was. Lisa Trevor's dad. I couldn't remember what his name was, but apparently her parents were named George and Jessica. And I was, oh god, seeing the self-defense fires, 22 Magnum rounds. 1 round has been fired already. So is this just like a one-use Magnum, basically?
Could be.
Or maybe just a mini Magnum? Could be useful.
Yeah, but right now I think it's just inventory space. I do
Yeah.
also have a Magnum anyway. Proper Magnum.
Yeah, that holds more rounds.
I guess that's there for anybody who didn't complete the puzzle.
Yeah. Which is probably not like it's.
It wasn't that hard a puzzle once you got with the
Yeah,
crows.
once you had everything. I'm trying to find who Linda was.
Yeah, that's the guy. What was that? Please don't tell me that was her.
I don't know. I think it was the dude falling off his noose.
Oh, that could be. He's gonna be there to attack once I get back out.
Yeah, I think this might have been a case of another thing the game switched up from the original, where they make you, with the dude in the bathroom, you're warned about him if you read the guy's note, but then you go in the bathroom, and in this one, he's not the one. There's no the zombie in the bathroom is just actually dead,
Oh,
and
key. Nope, never mind.
Nope, never mind. He's not. Oh, that's a satisfying splat.
Mm-hmm. Head shoots always are. And now for this guy. Or I could just, leave. Yeah, there wasn't anything else to do in that room anyway.
Yeah. So even if he did fall down, you don't have to worry about him.
Mm-hmm. Do I want to see what else was in that frickin' spider room? May as well. Thank goodness he wasn't right there at the door this time.
Yeah. Oh, the spider's hanging out by a green herb. Or on top of a green herb. A red oil lamp. It's unlit.
So I need the... Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, wait, no, just poison. So I need to come back in here with the lighter.
Good to know. Oh, as long as you're in this room, I would grab those things off the counter. Which is a first aid spray, and I believe that box of what looks like Cheez-Its.
Bandage with blood.
All right, you ready for more terrible writing?
Oh, no.
There's nothing unusual.
There we go.
Oh, mix of
nice.
a mix of oh, so they just give you a poison one right there. That's neat.
How kind of them.
Red cover. Can you open it by looking at the side or like the middle? I guess.
Ah, there we go.
There we go. It's a book with a red cover and nothing inside. Oh, you know what it is?
Oh.
It's probably that you have to use the oil lighting.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Can't help but think of a certain part of Leighton versus Wright.
Okay.
Ass. Also, there's a brown looking or orange lamp in the corner in case you didn't see.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be anything
about
the
order, but
hey, Spider Friend.
Also, yeah, there was another another bikini poster by the spider, and the yeah, and then the arm wrestling tournament. So
Jesus, you're right here.
Oh, I thought for a second that he was just dead after one shotgun.
So did I. Would have been nice. So I gotta come back with Lighter.
I just looked back at the guide for the first time in a little while, and there, after you exit the same room, turn right and head into the double doors. Watch out! A spider is above you. I just like the way that it's phrased for some reason.
Just gotta reload.
All right, currently on my list of things that you have accomplished this stream, that would be like a definitive, like, you know, like items grabbed or locations unlocked or whatever.
I still haven't saved yet this stream.
Oh yeah. You've had some pretty darn good luck, and since you got that ammo back,
also had
after
some pretty darn bad luck.
Oh yeah, but since you got that ammo back, I feel like well, that does also heal you. So when you use the blue and green herbs, so I think the if you combine blue and red, it doesn't heal you. It might do something different though.
An
eyeball. It's eye with two little lashes.
Still, what the heck kind of a title is that?
Bathed in blood. Or was it bathed in blood? I wasn't looking at the screen when you looked at the cover.
Bandaged with blood.
That's what it. Yeah, bathed in blood is actually like somewhat reasonable. What are the other words there say?
VPC presents, and I cannot read the author's name.
Mary.
Is that actually Mary Shelley?
It looks actually. I can't even read if it's supposed to be Mary Shelley. I'm pretty sure it was just vaguely supposed to look something like her name, so that it would be something.
I'm out of range. Oh, did I get it? Nice.
Scribble up. Oh yeah, there's a green herb.
This. He was sitting on it every time I've been over here.
Yeah. That has a dot on the left and has a little cat eye slit.
Are you not dead? Oh, death throws.
No, it's just, yeah. That's one of the things that part of it has been burned off by acid.
Do I need to step on you like I did the bees?
Wesker just shows up and he's like, Wesker enters this part of the mansion and gets caught off guard by the spider, and he gets acid all over his jacket, and he's just like, "Oh, son of a bitch! This is my coolest fucking jacket, too! I guess I'll have to wait to bring back the leather fashion style.
Oh, that's a second spider.
Oh. Is it in a different room?
Could be.
Or is it a different part of this room? Alright. There's no other,
So, did he fall down here? Ah, yep. There he is.
How did the fuck that not hit? There it goes.
Ah, poisoned now. Oh, that took off his legs.
Ew, gross. Can you do me a solid before you leave this room? Can you go and check the orange light again? The orange lamp that you lit?
Sure. Are you drawing the picture of...
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, that's good. It's a good thing I've been playing Professor Layton recently, so I had the thought to do this.
Oh, there were baby spiders over there by the corpse of the other one. Must have had an egg sac.
Ew. Did you ever read Charlotte's Web as a kid?
Yeah, it was as part of a school project.
Oh yeah, like most people.
That's how most people experience the book.
Mm-hmm. That was one thing that I was never like the ending of it was just the egg sac and the way that they describe how Wilbur like carries it around or in his mouth or whatever, like he's supposedly being really careful with it. It's like also you gotta, it's a fucking not like the scene in fucking Shrek when they're doing like the date scene with Fiona and like he has this like cotton candy made of a spider web. It just reminded me of that, but it was just not pleasant. It's not a great time.
I was using the wrong shotgun the whole time. Oops.
I mean, using any of them is great. If you want, you could grab that. Oh, excuse me, yawn. If you want, you could grab the green herb and then combine it with the blue herb back in that other room. And that way you don't have to remember where that specific blue herb is.
You're right, there's only the one left.
Yeah. Also, definitely make sure to equip one of your guns.
Oh God!
At the very beginning of the last VOD, you noticed that you didn't have a gun equipped, and you were like, "Man, that would have been really bad if you had actually entered combat." And I'm pretty sure that it only happened because you did like inventory management, where you put away and then took out the gun or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Ah! God damn it! I forgot the key. I'm gonna have to go get
the control room key
again.
If you're lucky, you won't.
Oh, it's going to. It slapped me every time I've walked past.
Except for the time that you did it last time, where I watched you climb over that box and then...
Oh no, it always gets me going this way.
Oh,
not the other way.
Okay, never mind then. But I thought I saw you go the other way as well without getting hurt. Oh well. Either way.
Yeah, that was the time you weren't paying attention. I remember that.
Ah, that. Yep, that scans.
All right, key.
How do you how have you felt about this game in comparison to 7? Like in terms of puzzles, navigation, map, controls, stuff like that?
controls, this is a lot worse, obviously, because considering that 7, I could aim by looking at what I wanted to shoot, whereas this, you hold the trigger and pray that whatever you're looking at gets shot. But
before further comparison to 7, how does its controls compare to 5's?
5.
Like in terms of agility or lack thereof.
Yeah, 5 was a lot better to control, although I think that's for the most part deliberate, considering it's early survival horror.
Yeah,
this one is at least.
Yeah, there is the true analog control option to make things a little smoother, and I believe there's an option for aim assist on the easier difficulties. I'm not sure. That might just be different things.
What the hell is key for? If it's not this door?
It's locked. Let me take a look.
Well, maybe it's for something in courtyard or other place.
I'm just trying to look at the guide to see if there's
door over here that I've never been in.
On left side or right?
Either one. You could try both.
Oh, because I was trying to look and see where your icon was, or like what point you would be entering through. Wouldn't be convenient because a certain something may or may not make me think, or may or may not cause me to think really, really hard about how far I can travel when I'm playing Resi 2. Just because it's hard to travel great distances and go up and down stairs and back and forth. And son of a bitch! Hold on, I'm gonna look and see.
Does that actually get you every time? like surprise you?
So did you? No, it didn't actually. It didn't make me jump that time. It didn't. I don't even think it made me jump the time before that. That was just me like surprised that it actually would grab you because I was. Is there no way? So there's. Is there another hole in the floor, or is it just?
Oh yeah, 2 holes in the floor.
Okay.
I can only cover one of them with the box. So the one I covered will stop them no matter which way I go through that hole.
Oh, you know what it is? So there's the box that you can push, but there's another box that's set in place, that is basically like part of the background that you can walk over onto.
Oh.
So if you put the box over the hole that it's grabbing you from, if you put it over that one and climb on top of that box and then walk onto the other box, then you'll be able to get through it without it grabbing you. It's I'm describing it weirdly, but it'll make a lot of sense when you see it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. You pointed out that there was something behind the waterfall. Have you tried walking into that at all, or not?
No, I didn't. I don't know if it would let me.
Yeah, I figured as long as you were in the area, you might as well try.
Yep. Can't go there till the water's turned off.
Oh, okay. So looking at the guide, it says you can get a self-defense gun which only has 1 bullet and can't be reloaded, but will take out an enemy with 1 shot. Yeah, because it's using fucking Magnum ammo.
Right, there's the ladder.
Do you want a push in the right direction, or do you want to go all the way back first?
If it's absolutely not what I'm supposed to be doing, then yeah, tell me.
Just from how like I'm scrolling further and further in the guide, and it looks like you're not like you don't need to go back to the main mansion right now. So just back in the residence.
So what the hell is this key for?
Well, you got the control room key, right?
Yeah, but it wouldn't unlock that door.
Yeah, because that wasn't the control room, I assume. There is another thing that you haven't done, and I'm gonna tell you, and you're gonna feel stupid when you realize it. Pushing things, always pushing furniture.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
It's a particularly. I noticed it, but I thought you also noticed it and just didn't say anything about it. So when you get back to that room, I'll point it out, and then you'll feel stupid. But as of right now, I don't blame you.
I don't know to push things in this game by this point.
No, valid, absolutely.
Like, even after all the times it's been the solution to a puzzle, it's never something I think of.
I will try and point them out a little more readily in the future. But in my defense, I was not at that part of the guide, or even close to that part of the guide when I was when you were in that room. So, yeah. Oh well.
Wrong way.
I was about to say, did you grab a battery?
But then suck for that part of navigating.
Yeah. Oh, I cut you off before you had the chance to answer. But like, how did you feel about this game's map and like puzzles and stuff compared to 7?
Oh, the map and the puzzles and stuff are, I think it's about equal. I like them both.
Yeah, I like the setting of 7 a lot. And it really does feel like just this weird, large, fucking house in the middle of the swamp. Yeah, so if you push it to
and then
south, yeah, you kind of see where.
And then I can.
God fucking damn it!
I knew that was gonna happen because I have to push the crate over this way.
Yeah, if you had done it quote unquote right the quote unquote first time, then there would never have been an opportunity for it to get you at all. But you wouldn't have known. I think that's good. Yeah, and then just south or south down.
Down from this camera angle.
Yeah. Yeah, so it should let you get up on top of that.
Which room was it? The room on the other side of here, or?
Should be. Yeah, that's really kind of an extra step you don't... That's kind of obnoxious, honestly. Oh, well.
All
if it was just like
elevation I have to go through.
Yeah. So you were wondering about which room it was specifically?
Yeah.
I can... it should be one of the rooms in this hallway.
Well, there's only 2 and one of them is locked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think it's this room. Yeah, it is. So you see those bookshelves?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, push the one on the left first, because you can push that one further against the wall. Because like that one just looked really weird when it was sticking out on the left, but then the one on the right is just kind of... Yeah. Bingo. This looks like a really unsafe way of climbing down a ladder. I like this theme.
I do too. Should I use these just to get my health up?
Sure. Or, yeah, maybe just wait a little bit.
What am I gonna have to push that into?
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna have to push these. I'd like to point out that the guide calls these shelves. They are not. Oh, never mind. I was totally misreading the guide because the text is placed weird.
Hey.
I thought I was still it was talking about the bookshelves and not the fucking crates.
So
have you tried that door at all?
Nope. I wanted to push the crates first.
It's locked from the other side. Yep, and it's a pull door, of course. Oh, I think you need to do all 3 of them. That's dumb.
Alright. Time for the waiting game.
This
This is gonna be fun when I die and have to do it again. And it is not an if, it's a when.
Like I said, if you did want to, if you wanted to save at this point, I think you are pretty safe in doing so.
Screw it.
Yeah. If there's a save room nearby, you could pop in real quick. I was saying if, not that there is, so I don't know if there's one up ahead, depending on how far back you'd have to track. It might be worth going back just so you don't have to do all the other stuff that I wrote down. But it's up to you.
Well, I will save, but I'll put it in a different slot.
That's always smart. That's what I've been doing when I've been playing. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a save, or like there's a save room right in this area.
Yeah.
I love that bloody handprint on the door. That's super not
that reflection of me in the window gets me every time we run past.
Every time that we walk by those windows too, I always think of because one of the earliest things that you learn in Resident Evil 2 remake is that you can board up the windows of the police station to prevent zombies from getting in. And there is a window that you can board up that's at the base of the stairs that you will return to like 30, 40 different times. So it's basically something you're always going to board up. So if you board it up the first time you see it, the zombie never gets the chance to break the window and climb in. But because of that, it's just there every single time you walk by. So it'll just kind of bump up against the boards and go brrr, if it sees you, which it will because you have to use the stairs. But it'll just bump up against the boards and then not be able to do anything because if the boards are there, they just can't do anything about it. So you just kind of like, so I've resorted to calling them I think Greg or like George or something. And it's just like, hey Greg. Save successful.
Okay.
Wunderbar. I would say this is not something that I know for sure. Actually, I'll double check before I give you bad advice with the limited inventory space that you have. Yeah, nope, never mind, you're good. I was gonna suggest bringing the lighter with you, because I thought that you might have an encounter with the plant, and that might be helpful. Actually, I'm gonna check and see if there's another save room or item box later, because
I will say getting from place to place feels a bit more tedious in this game than in 7.
Yeah, it really does just come down to the fact that this is a port of an older game. So all the loading doors are very, you know, they're cut down, like the loading times as you go through. It's mostly just the animation that plays.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no extra load time.
Oh, Oh yeah,
but it
it's
is a
all
little
for the
bit.
sake of atmosphere, but when you just want to go back to the save room and then go back to the
Yeah.
place where you were.
Yeah. For the sake of flow in a game that is already optimized so that the load times with like the doors which would normally provide time for it to load when they no longer really need to serve that purpose, it would be nice if you could skip them or like just turn off atmosphere like that. Just
Do
because
it like Luigi's Mansion does it, where it has the cutscene, but you could just press A to go through it.
yeah, or like it has the cutscene the first time you go through any given door, just so that it gives you like an extra second to catch your breath before you inevitably get attacked by bees. Because you don't know what's on the other side of a door.
Fucking bees. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh no, is this the fucking shark room? It's the
You
shark
guessed
room!
it. It's the aqua ring. Overused joke.
Shoo. Oh, there's two of them. Okay.
That one just kind of swam right by.
Yeah.
You'd think these things would be
there's
hitting their heads on the.
three!
You'd think these things would be hitting their heads on the little railings a little more frequently. Oh, and there's a big one.
I can't go that way. Oh, I killed one. Hell yeah.
Nice. Oh, swam right between your legs.
Go!
Ooh, you were so lucky you were moving.
That one shark is pretty badass, though.
Oh yeah, that big shark is super cool.
There we go.
Control room key. I'd like to point out that in the Resi 2 remake, there's like a cold open where you're at a gas station and you use a gas station key. That is the only time you use that key, but they don't give you the tutorial to discard key items that have been used until the next time you use a key. So I just had that key sitting in my storage box until the next time, until it gave me the prompt to discard an item later. And by that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this key in the box for good luck.
Hey, Sharky.
Hi, Shark. This is a really fucking cool set piece.
Mm-hmm.
An error message. Something has gone wrong. What gave it away?
Oh.
Ah, hi.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors.
Oh,
to
God.
achieve maximum safety.
Now we got an escape sequence.
Might want to grab that.
This is not the
This
time!
is not the time!
Oh, I need help! I didn't see it before!
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Oh, that's
That
not
is
the place you can
great.
escape to.
The door is held tightly shut by the pressure of water.
I wouldn't want to open it anyway.
I believe that either in the original version of this game, or in.
50% of pressure threshold.
Can you climb the ladder? Okay, yeah.
Emergency drainage system immediately.
I think that this voice could have been redubbed in the English version, because this sounds like it's being.
Thank you.
The
There
warning
is
lamp
an
indicates
emergency.
that it's an emergency.
50% of pressure threshold.
Door appears to be locked for some mistake.
Ah, I think I'm dead.
You very well might be. Might as well explore a little bit and try and see where the.
90% of pressure threshold.
There's probably something on the lower level that you didn't
Yeah.
get to or didn't
Next time
see.
I'll do that before I push the button.
Mm-hmm.
Reaching 95%
Do a little jig.
of pressure threshold. All
This is not going linearly. I noticed.
Nope. It's all good though. Honestly, I think that if you hadn't saved before entering here, it would have been a lot worse because then you would have to make up a lot more progress. Something about that shark's animation there makes
even
me
being up there, it still died.
well, because it was gonna fill with water and you were gonna drown or get attacked by the shark.
Yeah.
And I don't think the door would have unlocked its safety mechanism after it detected that everything was filled with water. In fact, that seems like the exact opposite of what it would normally do.
Okay.
I can't help but think of Jaws 3D, where a very similar situation happens in a fucking theme park.
Except in that case, the shark is just very slowly just kind of
drifting toward the fucking God. That fucking the animation in that is so bad. It's so God. Oh man, it's so fucking funny.
Don't need this.
I was gonna suggest back before I realized that it was the before I realized you were entering the Aqua Ring. I was going to suggest bringing the grenade launcher because I thought for a second you were gonna go fight the plant.
Yeah, don't know how much help that'll be against incendiaries will be against sharks.
Yeah, but I would definitely keep that in mind when you get there, get to fight the plant.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do-do-de-dum-de-dum, going back to where I died. And thank you for making me go back and save.
Oh man.
Because I totally forgot just how much time had passed since the start of the stream, and I was still just of the mindset, yeah, I'm gonna go back and fix all my mistakes. But boy, that would have been a lot to go back and do.
Like, as a whole, this game is not long, so if you wanted to go back and redo all your progress after knowing what to do, it would go a lot faster. And then that would, like, then you'd be at the point that you were in the next stream, but you have like more ammo or more healing items at your disposal because because stuff wasn't wasted, kind of thing. But yeah.
All right. Shark room. More heals. Also, I didn't mention this before because sharks, but the controller rumbles every time I take a step while I'm in the water.
Is it like a small rumble?
Nope.
Oh. I was gonna say, is it a small rumble, or is it a Resident Evil 6 not being optimized for Nintendo Switch HD rumble kind of rumble, where it's just a violent, full force rumble, despite the fact that it's supposed to be a very small thing? Oh my God! Is that
my leg?
Oh, I thought it was like.
Oh, the water's red now.
Oh, now it means they smell you. I can smell you.
Let's use this. Give me maybe one more hit. Ooh, hello. God, I can't believe there's a room of sharks in this frickin' facility. Who designed
I
it?
mean, they're trying to be. You gotta, when you're designing bioorganic weapons, you gotta plan for fighting at sea. I guess.
There we go. Now I can grab this thing. Oh, right. I have to examine it. I guess a more generous interpretation would be that, because a lot of people are researching sharks for use of, for cancer research, because they have, apparently sharks are resistant or immune to cancer, so a lot of people are doing research on them for that, and that might have something to do with the whole bio or organic stuff they're doing, but why bring them all the way inland to a mansion? Open?
Umbrella Corporation is not very subtle with trying to be evil.
In case of drop in oil pressure control, open valve number 3. Ooh, map of Aqua Ring. Thank you. Are all the different valves? Okay. Time to trigger this.
Emergency, emergency.
That is a kick-ass shark model, though, I must say.
Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Alright. Not resume drainage. What is the dang thing I'm supposed to be? Ah! Won't budge until safety is released. Hey, buddy.
30% of pressure threshold.
This is actually a pretty kick-ass fucking set piece, all things considered.
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold. Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
I would, but I don't know where that is. It's not letting me interact with anything right now.
There's no time. Oh man, that texture on that monitor on the table is bad. Open valve number 3. Could you not?
I can't find any valves that it'll let me interact with.
Could you do
Unless,
it before
now that I've read
activating
that,
it?
I can mess with the ones up here.
Reaching 90% of pressure
Could be.
threshold.
You have at least 2 more little percentage ticks to go. Were they down there? The 3 oil tanks?
It wouldn't let me interact with them.
Reaching 95%
Maybe it wouldn't let you interact with them until you knew what to do.
I read the thing before and after interacting with them.
That's just dumb. That's really dumb.
Yeah, oil pressure
Pressure
regulator.
regulator.
No need to adjust it right now.
Is it? Did you check? Did you check the one that was all the way on the right specifically?
Yep, sure did.
Okay.
Fucking
This
shark
is
room.
This is verbatim what the guide reads. To go to the left of the ladder and you should see a whiteboard. Just above it on the wall is the map to the aqua ring. Grab it, then look at the whiteboard. It will say what valve you'll need to push in a few moments. Now go to the ladder's right panel in front of the glass and try to unflood the aqua ring. There will be a short cutscene. After it, go to the right and keep pressing X until you hit the switch. Now go behind the ladder and find the switch. Yeah. So it really was a case of like you needed to interact with a very specific one after knowing what to do.
Fucking pixel hunts.
Yeah. Well, it's also that just it's kind of jittery. or kind of finicky, rather. Once again, now is a good time to say, boy, glad we saved.
Yep.
Mixed orbs.
Yeah, I don't really need anything more powerful than the handgun for that room. I can kill the sharks, but mostly I'm just deterring them from biting me.
Yeah. Just get them to fuck off for a little bit. Yeah, this is the stage of the game where it's starting to show its age a little bit. It's not egregious, and I think it's still good. I think it's still a good time. But it is definitely cumbersome in a lot of regards. And if you don't kind of have an idea of what you're doing, it's a little tough. And it would benefit from being remade like the like 2 and 3, because I know the Resident Evil 2 remake went through a bit of development hell.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna look up when it
Then
was first
came out,
announced.
Like, only a year or two later.
Immediately afterward, which is basically exactly how it happened with the original release of Resident Evil 3, because it was basically, well, they poured a fuck ton of money into advertising it, but they basically only had a year to develop it, versus Resident Evil 2, which went through like it restarted development at some like, as they were like 60% of the way through, and they were like, hey, this isn't really working. I think we need to just kind of start basically from scratch. And everyone on the team was just like, yeah, you're right. And they all had to start, and they basically had to start over, which that must have sucked.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like you know that feeling of having to start something over after you're like a good chunk of the way through, and you're like, man, this is not coming together, and then you need to start over. And for the entire team to feel like that, just God, I can only imagine. I'm just glad that they all came to the conclusion that they did when they did, so that they wouldn't like so that
can they do nothing?
It wouldn't go through.
Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon.
I mean, I think that is probably the fewest
took...
bite marks that you've had the entire time.
Just ignore the sharks altogether.
This is to earn.
Okay.
Resident Evil 2 was announced, or the remake of Resident Evil 2 was announced in August of 2015, and there was the first trailer was not until E3 2018, and I remember when that was shown off. I remember specifically being in the voice call for Sony's presentation and reacting to it, and yeah.
Okay, so we did that.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Oil pressure lost. Shelter operation terminated. Restore oil pressure. Okay, so now you need to go.
Now we interact with these things.
Which one did it say?
3. I read that whiteboard like 4 times.
Read it again.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Pull it. Dooby-dooby-dooba. There we go.
Brilliant. the way that the guide said it phrased it made me think for a second that you would have to that it would depend on what it is. I also maybe wouldn't hang around.
Right.
I'd maybe grab the first aid thing and then leave.
Oh,
This
really?
is not the time. Why not? Okay. Okay, that's dumb. I would just hang out at the top just in case. You should be fine, and once the door appears to be locked, some sort of save mechanism.
Did that twice.
Go back and hit the switch to make the shutters come down. Finally, hit the very first switch that you hit to drain the ring.
Oh.
Now leave the
okay.
Safety has been released. Drain the water. There you go.
Okay. Perfect. Goodbye, sharks. I grab the Heelys. Wait, no. That doesn't work. Okie doke.
With that, I have covered the entire first page, or the first page of notes that I have that is bookmarked by the save that you did before this out of the notebook. I'm drawing the eyeballs that I drew on it on the second page, though, just because.
What's over this away? That's a spark plug. Oh, Magnum rounds. It's like that garbage dump in here. It looks like that quick reload thing the spy from TF2 uses.
Yeah. I really like this theme.
Ah, here we are. This is that one-way door. Yeah, I'll keep going. It's not worth going back and using up another ribbon.
Currently, the list of things on the new list is you've emptied the aqua ring of water and you've grabbed the map to the aqua ring. So yeah, I would agree. We probably could be more frequent with the saves at this stage if we had been more stingy with them beforehand. But I did kind of give you the green light to start saving a lot last time when
sure
I kind of did. I shouldn't have. You will still get more, but also can't help but can't hurt to be stingy with them a little bit.
Ah, dead shark. Oop, not quite.
Lunge at you. Oh, he looks so sad! Oh, the big one is fucking ready to go. He's laying on his stomach like, oh, the moment that even like a foot of water shows up here, I'm gonna fucking... Oh, God. So mad.
Oh, a lever.
Zippy zap.
That doesn't look good. Oh, hello.
Ah! He's not happy. You could electrocute if there's some way to drop it in the water. Oh, shit.
Gee, thanks.
I believe you should just be able to... Well, you should have been able to flip the switch back up. Did you miss the prompt, or is it just a one and done,
oh,
now you're
we
fucked
go.
thing? Okay, thank God. I was gonna be like, that This game might have a lot of weird little archaic things, but they're not that dumb. This game was still designed by Capcom.
There we go.
Yay!
Sorry, buddy.
Deep Sixth.
Oh,
There's a
shiny.
thing.
Oh, if I had gone over to get that before, he would have. Yeah,
He would have. That is a weird looking key, by the way. It looks like a fucking flash drive.
It's a good thing I didn't spot that key before. Proud of you.
That one just looks sad.
Yeah. Researching sharks. On a mansion in the mountains.
Oh shit! I forgot to mention. Also, the way that this guide phrases this is again wonderful. Don't waste your ammo unless you just shoot one once to get some happiness. Keep running until you get down by Neptune. Parentheses. This big ass shark. Climb up onto the platform. Try to grab the guy. Blah 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 blah. This is about the point when they are. This is around the point in the game. Yeah, this is about, or this is the point after you'd already drained the water. So they're saying you don't need to shoot the sharks that are already currently suffocating, but you can if you want to like get that extra bit of dopamine.
All right, back up we go. Head back to the mansion. Might
Currently,
as well
there
save
are
after
two.
this, and then unlock
I would
that
save
door.
after a lengthy boss like encounter. I would say that's worth it, especially after you got the key that you can now confidently use.
Yep.
Can you check the Aqua Ring map real quick, just so I have an idea of like if there's anything else that you need to do? Yeah, no, I don't. Is there another floor?
No, but there's a red room. I couldn't get to it before because of it was flooded, but now I might
Right.
be able to.
Red rum.
Or not.
Oh,
I'd have to go the long way.
yeah, no, I wouldn't bother with it right now. I'll check and see if the guide mentions it. Did you happen to pick up some Magnum rounds downstairs?
That's the
Okay,
one I was
just making
mentioning. Looked like what the spy uses. Reload his revolver.
Oh, be glad you grabbed that map now, because the other map, which you can miss, like you can't, like you wouldn't be able to go back for it. There's another map that you can grab in that would give you the. There's another copy of the map that you could grab, but if you grab it, it reveals a bunch of bees.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, that. Yeah, I did grab that one, and it did reveal a bunch of bees.
Oh, okay.
That's where
So I
the
was thinking
bees
of
came from in that hallway of bees.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, that was the map of the. I was misreading it for whatever reason. I thought that it was saying map of the Aqua Ring, because the line above it refers to Aqua Ring, and it lines up exactly. That is a cool ass look for the Magnum rounds, where it's the whole wheel, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Reloads every round at once.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. I understand exactly why it's like it, but it just looks cool. Reminds me of a fucking Western. And save.
Mm-hmm.
How many ink ribbons do you have right now after using this one?
3 after this, I think.
I thought it said 3 now, and that this would drop you down to 2. Could be either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're 2. Okay. I'm just making a note of that.
Might well be a good idea to go back after the stream and up my efficiency a little bit.
Mm. For me, like, this was the same kind of thought process that I had when I was playing through the Resi 2. There was a certain point where I kind of recovered the losses that I had made after a bunch of shitty plays or bad luck or whatever. There was a point where I had recovered the losses, and I was like, I feel confident in being able to continue. So you might change your mind by the end of the stream, or you might want to go back and redo stuff. But that's all stuff. That's all up to you. Side note, I feel like something that would be if this was like, I don't know why this would be something that they would have as a gameplay element. Oh! Fucking hell. It's a good thing you just saved, so if you somehow manage to die here...
Thank God for the lock-on.
I would say just grab the shit you need in this room and then just get it. Oh, you just walk over them.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
There we go. And they recovered.
Or some of them did.
God. Hate these bees.
Bees are the worst.
Especially because I can't actually move
Mm.
while I'm shooting them. There's
Yeah.
no way to avoid getting hit. Am I out of ammo? No. There we go. Come on. Oh, they're just respawning.
Yeah,
Fuck it. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Stupid bees.
lab equipment you've never seen before because they've been used for some kind of experiment. What gave that away? Lock mechanism for the door. Okay.
Oh.
So.
Okay, so these the color.
Hey, do you remember that thing that you?
Did you record what color they were?
I did. Do you know how that corresponds to?
Yeah, the going from left to right, where whatever color was on the billiard ball.
I'm glad that you remember the billiard balls because I was gonna say, like, you remember that thing that they kept pointing out? Hey, this couldn't have any significance, could it? All right. So, let me look at this. Make sure that you got stuff.
Oh, but did we record what color the billiard balls were?
Pretty sure the billiard ball colors are consistent because that's just how billiards is. So the green one had two. Yeah, the green one had two little eyelashes. Orange had 3, and red had 1. These are like the prongs coming off of it.
Yeah.
So red would be the one on the right, green is the one in the middle, orange is the one on the left.
Okay.
So orange would be 5, green would be 6, and red would be 3. Oh yeah, so you gotta do it like this. 5, then that one's 6, and this one's 3.
Okay.
Bingo!
Fuck you, bee. I'm out.
Fuck you, bees!
Nitric acid. Fun.
Acid, nitric, parentheses.
Oops.
UMB number 3.
I think I've screwed up part of a puzzle.
Might have.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
you can
what?
take as many empty jars as you want, I think.
Well, I only have space for,
Well, I'm saying in general you can.
3.
Or as many as you need. Alright. So there are more things to do in the room with bees. If you just run past them, the guide says, supposedly. NPO4. It's not necessary to use this now. V-Jolt, you need
What?
another chemical. That seems unsafe.
How do I get rid of it once I know I fucked up?
I don't know. I will let you know what the guide says after you go back into this area. Because there is something really, really worthwhile doing in this room.
Fucking 2 of them! Oh god, there's 4! I fucking hate bees.
If you
I
look
fucking hate bees.
that special item right there.
Ooh.
You want that. You
Son
want
of
that
a
so
bitch. What?
so badly. You can use it on the hive. Just follow where they're coming from and use it on the hive, and then they'll stop coming.
Oh my
There it is.
god! Oh,
Yeah, there's a
holy
lot of
shit.
them. And they're guarding a red herb, too. Too dangerous to go any further. I think this would be the point where you want to use it.
Okay,
It's not necessary to use it now.
Yeah, I have to go back upstairs and use it on the hole.
Oh, do it
to
from
see
the...
it through the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense. That scans. Fuck these bees! Yeah, the guide is a little... I want to use the guide to help, but I also don't want to use the guide to handhold, and the way that the guide phrases it is, before continuing, you may need to take a pit stop and unload gear at the save room, especially if you didn't take this guide's advice and got stung and poisoned by the bees. Which is kind of snarky of it, but also, like, you know, good advice.
There we go.
Fuck those bees! I believe that should also kill the ones that are buzzing around that room, so, like, there won't be any problem going back in.
Okay.
Thank fuck.
And now we never have to deal with bees again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I, to the best of my knowledge, will tell you that yes, you do not have to deal with bees.
And now I don't have the insecticide anymore. Bullet!
And you can use the handgun.
There's a red herb over here that I want. That I want. Damn it.
God, that guy's face is not looking great. Probably because of all the bee stings. I'll tell you right now, the key that you're trying to grab is used for that door. So.
Okay, so I'm going all the way back to unload my inventory.
Looks like it. Have you been carrying... how long have you been carrying that book around for?
Oh, a long time.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, like, did you take it out of something and then, or did you put it in and then take it back out?
With the giant spiders.
Oh no, what I was saying was, like, did you put it in the storage box and then take it back out
Yes.
recently? Because, okay,
I put that away when we went back to the shark room.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, I thought I didn't see it in your inventory at that point, and I was confused. It's like, have you just had that burning a hole in your pocket this whole time, and I'm just stupid? Man, the amount of time it takes Jill to climb over these boxes is is more than the amount of time it would take if you were just getting grabbed by the tentacle every single time.
Yep.
But having to pay the fucking, like, health toll every time you pass is really annoying. like, I would say
Well, there were 2 more jars in that room.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading something now. Keep the book.
Eh.
I just saw something. I'm trying to scan a little bit ahead. Oh, good news. You did not fuck up. NP04 is necessary. You will need that for something. So it's not like you just fucking wasted a jar or anything. Residence key.
Nice. And I will... Once I know what we're doing with those things, then I will start messing with them. Yeah, discard the key. I don't need it. Ink ribbon?
Oh, some ink ribbons. Schwingo.
Hell yeah.
3 of them.
Is that it? Not one I could... Oh, it is one I can save with. This isn't the save room music.
No, it's not. I thought for a split second that lamp was just a bong, and I was like, what the fuck? Swarm of angry moths are surrounding it.
I knew it.
Organic chemistry lab experiment. Oh yeah, you can read this one.
The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus. Oh, why did I never put together what T-virus stands for? Have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. I dodged a bullet.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
I remember this.
Uh-oh. Jot that down.
Okay, hold on.
Screenshot button.
Number 3, red. Yeah, I'll take a screenshot and then write it down
Screenshot
somewhere else. Or I'll write it down after screenshotting it. Yeah, I got the screenshot. You're good.
Okay. Alright, so that's what the red book's for. Bandage with blood. Oh. Oh, man. Puzel time.
I hope you're enjoying this Puzel while I write down all these ratio things.
Hey, I did it.
Nice. I have a soft spot for these things where like you want to write down shit.
Uh-oh. I fucked up. We're supposed to have the chemical by the time we came in here. Oh.
Maybe. And it closed the door? Yeah.
Close the door, I can't leave.
Well, I wrote a list of things that you did since you last saved, if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah,
I can also streamline the process by just telling you what you missed, or what order the guide suggests that you do things in.
Hey, I made it out.
So you just had to run around for a little bit and distract it, and then it would.
No, it was a
open
different
up.
door.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're good. You were very fortunate that you didn't die there.
Yeah. Sure wish I had any green herbs to go with these 2 red ones I picked up.
Can you combine the red herb with the blue and green?
Oh.
It's cocaine. I mentioned that because it's in that item is in Resi 2, and in that one it's just 3 neat little piles, red, green, and blue. But it also is very helpful. Okay. So all right. So
Pill cases.
4 empty bottles. You'll only need 3 bottles unless you're going for 100% items. Also in this room are chemicals UMB number 3 and yellow 6 in containers. There's a sink as well. Now you need to make V-Jolt. So I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to probably want to go back and grab the bottle that has the number 4 in it. So you can... Oh, sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out how you're supposed to know what order to mix them together. Like, what's the tell?
There's probably a document somewhere, but also they give you... So I'll point it out when you have all of them with you and you're back in the room, because it's a little bit more obvious than you might think. Plus, you can also read the document, which might have some information there. Yeah, the guide says you only need 3 bottles to make it, so you don't really need the 4th one. But so the way the guide phrases this, it says, now if you don't want to fight Plant 42, parentheses, the recommended choice, you must go all the way back to the Aqua Ring where you first met with the sharks upon coming out of the blah 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 blah. So there's a way that, so once you make V-Jolt, you can either use it on once you make V-Jolt, you can either use it on the plant way back earlier, or you can fight it, basically.
I don't want to fight it.
Yeah. So then,
are we going to the Aqua Ring?
No. You want to make V-Jolt first.
Okay.
V-Jolt just sounds like an off-brand soda name that would be used in some form of fiction. Like Dr. Pop. All right. I saw you exit full screen for a second. I couldn't help but... Are you pulling up the screenshot, or are you...
No, I was just checking something.
That we weren't muted?
among other things, I was hit with a sudden wave of, have we been live this whole time?
Oh God, I certainly hope so. And sure enough, it should have said that. All right. So, check your documents real quick and look at the VJolt thing again. Yeah, Plan 42 report.
That was the
Oh
wrong
no, this is the
one.
wrong one. Yeah. So and then go back a little bit. Simply mixing up the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. Extra care must be taken and known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. Okay. This is a little simpler of a puzzle than it might seem. It's not just blindly mixing shit. And you kind of got lucky with the first one that you did, but also it kind of sets the precedent for other things. You mixed UMB3 and water and got UMB4.
Mm-hmm.
Maths. You
Oh my
gotta
God.
add up some numbers.
Yeah, I kind of suspected there was some math involved.
Yeah, it's based on the numbers. But I can give you a specific instructions unless you want to like run by what you think. You can close out of this, by the way. Unless you want to like run by what you think it is. But I'm happy to give you the answers.
MP4, which is purple.
I can give you the names of the chemicals if that'll help. There's UMB3, yellow 6. Oh yeah, you could go. Yeah, so you know what these are.
Mm-hmm.
So yellow 6 and UMB number 3 are the jars that are in here. So and then there's water. But that's it. So you have everything you need in this room. And you already have the UMB number 4.
Okay. So do we need to keep the UMB and the VP separate until the final step then?
Yeah. So you'll want to keep stuff separate. So I'll tell you this now just cuz so water increases the number by 1 and you want to increase the number as in small increments.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't add one thing right after another. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, don't add the same thing twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or definitely not twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
There is one repeat. But yeah. So you already made UMB number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which they actually don't list on here in terms of listing the color, which is purple. But you do need it, so it's not something that'll kill you. Actually, wait. Oh, yeah, because you got NP number 4, which is different. Yeah, so you.
Ugh, my brain.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you this: the number that you're trying to reach is 20. And it moves in and the intervals move pretty evenly, so it's not like they're commonly associated. Yeah. Oh yeah. Scroll back a little bit. It says, yeah, you have UMB 20 a new name. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I believe there are maybe other hints around, but it might also just be supposed to be trial and error. So,
red.
So red is 3. And you made you made NP4. And generally the puzzle pieces fit rather cleanly together. If that comparison makes sense.
3.
You already have the NP4, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yellow 6. You can empty out a bottle if you think that you don't want that thing. Like, you just pour it in the sink.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was doing before, but it instead added water.
Yeah. You got piss.
Girardi.
Good. So my
10.
hint wasn't. Yeah. So number 10.
Don't mix UMB with UMB because that'll kill you with gas.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was gonna say you might be screwed and need to go back and get that empty bottle, but no, you're good. You didn't need to fill that other jar with UMB number 3 yet, and I wouldn't take any more. So you've currently got 10, 3, and 0.
Mm-hmm.
You want to reach 20.
Yep.
And you have to use you use yellow 6 twice and UMB number 3 twice in the whole recipe. So you've used UMB 3 once. You added water to get NP4.
I've used yellow 6 once.
Yeah, so you and then that got 10. You also use UMB number 3, yellow 6, and water twice a piece. So think about how those puzzle pieces could fit together.
I was not expecting to do math today, especially not like
this. It's pretty straightforward math. If you I can tell. Water adds 1.
Mm-hmm.
Water adds 1. So and you already did water and number 3. So try water with number 7. Or number 6 rather, to make number 7. So fill the empty bottle with UMB number or yellow 6 rather. There's almost definitely some hints about this earlier. Yeah. You don't need to, but because you do need UMB 3 one more time. So
okay, but didn't you say I needed to add water?
Yes, but you can add water to the bottle directly, can't you?
Nope.
No, you can't. Never mind. Can you dump it? Can you pour it back in the bottle?
Nope.
Really? That's dumb.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, what you can do is you can go back and get the other jar.
Yeah. Fucking tedious.
Yeah. I may have misinterpreted the way that, or like the tone of your voice or whatever when it came to this puzzle, because I wasn't sure if you just wanted me to give you the solution outright or if you wanted to try it yourself or not, but nah.
Oh no, I do kind of want to figure it out, but also I hate math. I hate it so much.
Yeah. See, for me, math like this, when I see it laid out, is pretty straightforward, and playing Professor Layton really made me try and undo that line of thinking.
When you were talking about it in the Discord, I did mention that you beat that thing in like a week, where I've spent several months on it so far.
Mm-hmm. I also liberally used hint coins, and if there was ever one that I just got really, really frustrated with, I would just look up. Plus, I also had my roommates there, and occasionally I would just say, hey, what do you think this would be? And, like, how do you think this is supposed to be interpreted? Because a lot of the time, I think that the first Professor Layton game is good, but it's also very difficult because there's more of a language barrier than you might expect. Like, the localization.
In just a couple of the puzzles I've looked at.
Yeah, just like the localization of how things are described is like it would have taken so much effort to get something that even resembled what the original Japanese was, and then on top of that, trying to make it resemble the thing in a way that someone could actually figure it out without knowing the solution already was probably a Herculean effort. And for the most part, it worked out. It's just that there are some that are really dumb logic leaps, especially for ones where it's like character number 1 is lying, or like one of the children is lying, but which one is it? Like, logically speaking, which one should it be? And it's like, if only one of them is lying, deduce this. And it's like, it's so fucking weird. Schwingo. All right. So
there we go. So then we just mix these together and...
And now you have...
Hell yeah.
V-Jolt. Now, I'm going to double check something real quick to make sure...
I think there something like that was a specific Layton puzzle as well.
Oh no, there are so many fucking pour water into a jar and do this thing. I'm gonna check something real quick, cause
yeah, I mostly trialed and error the one I found so far.
That's kind of how I ended up doing it at the end of the day. It kind of sucks. It was especially bad because I did like 2 of them back to back, and after being super frustrated with the second one, because like I did the first one that the bartender had to offer, and then I went to I did the first one that the bartender had to offer, and then I left. And I came back and I did the second one after like playing a bunch of other stuff. And because I came back later in the game, I was able to do the next 2. And after getting super duper frustrated with the second one that he had to offer, he then immediately had a third one, and I was just like, oh! And then I did the third one in like 3 tries. Because I had spent so much fucking time on the third one, or in the second one rather.
Okay, so now we investigate that one room I missed in the Aqua Ring, right?
Pretty much, yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna double check to make sure that that's
Back
correct.
all that way we go.
Alright, just go back to the where you first met the sharks. Upon coming out of the double doors, you'll see a shark flopping around on the inner ring of the upper level. Just above that shark is a single door hiding in plain sight.
I don't think you need to go into that much detail.
No, I was just reading it just to...
Yeah, I know that, but, like...
Yeah. Didn't intend to...
At least let me do something.
Yeah, sorry. Because I was mostly reading it for... Or I was partly reading it for my own benefit, just from the standpoint of, like... I don't remember the layout of the Aqua Ring. Because I didn't see the arrangement of rooms very much.
Yeah, I guess it would help that I've been the one actually playing it, so I remember exactly how it's laid out. Oh
yeah, that was the bigger thing. I had a much easier time memorizing the layout of the police station, but I still checked my map every 20 seconds like a fucking squirrel with short-term memory loss.
That's just ADHD.
Oh yeah, you know. It's also a matter of like, when a certain someone starts chasing you down, you kind of have to take a detour or 2, and then you have to go back and all the way around to make sure that you didn't miss anything. And occasionally, in the process of running away from a certain someone in a black fedora and trench coat, then you may or may not forget about the fact that there are lickers in the hallway, and when you're running around at the speed of sound, you're making a lot of noise. And you'll never guess what lickers don't like. So then you have that to deal with,
then that way they know where you are!
Hi there.
Okay.
So, hold on. Let me make sure this is right. Yeah. Oh, yep, you're right. I was pretty sure that was the right thing anyway. But you came across this room before, right?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope, it wouldn't let me in. Or it might have let me in, but that would require going past the sharks, and by the time we had cleared it out, that I was already
Right, yeah.
continuing down the hallway.
Broken and can't be used. So, I believe that just means that you don't have to fight the plant boss in general.
Nice.
So I think what I'm learning is that the guess and check method of making V-Jolt is rewarded by not having to fight the boss versus you fight the boss if you're like, like if it's your first time, you might fight the boss versus if you're experienced, you might be like, let's try making this crazy fucking chemistry set thing. And then once you know it, then you can use it as a means to skip it or something. I don't know. There's game design in this game sometimes. I do think that this game would benefit a lot from the sort of massive overhaul / facelift that Resi 2 and 3 got.
Oh, yeah.
It would also give me more content of Chris in his prime rather than whatever he's going to be in 7 or 8. Because I still don't think I'm very on board with it.
I have a feeling they just did that in the trailer specifically to be misleading.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be the case. Or maybe it just won't be Chris at all. It'll be just some dude that's pretending to be Chris. Although, to be fair, it would be really hard. Sorry?
I have read a Manly Guys Doing Manly Things comic where that is what happened with Chris in 5, considering his sudden beeftakiness compared to this.
Well, because the thing is that Resident Evil, because their characters are designed to look more like actual people, and the designs of, or the actors that played them in the live action opening of the first game are gonna be a little different from the way, because like those are literally just people they got off the street or like fucking people that worked at the office. Like it's one thing if it's them, like them doing it. It's another thing when you have to model your character after that, or you have to find someone that looks like the character that you've already modeled and do that. But then later in the game, later in the series, if you want to have a different actor play them or something, or like if you want to change their appearance, you have to do that in a way that still makes sense, and it's really hard. Jill went through like 3 different redesigns before she found one that she was kind of settled on, and Chris has never really found one specific one.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
buddy.
Oh.
What
Hey!
the hell is this thing? Jill!
Just
Come on,
has
Barry.
a flamethrower.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Good.
Ew, that's gross. Ew, no. Oh, it's hot.
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
You were almost a berry salad.
What was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
Oh, you're still here.
He's just hanging out.
Barry,
Something about that mansion still bothers me. But I think I'll stay here a little longer. We should split up again and investigate.
all right.
Really?
No, I was asking you if you had a can of first aid spray. That way we could both heal. You know? That's a cool
back
looking
to the
key.
mansion. Keymaster.
That achievement should have been called Key Ring. Oh, what?
Huh.
Just the.
There's
just looking
nothing
at the
else
map?
past this. This is the end of this area.
Yep. This is the end of the residence area.
Cool.
Which is a really dumb name for an area. residence. It's like that's just a word for a house. You can just say that these rich assholes have a smaller house out back for their servants to live. We know that they're rich. We don't need to give it a fancy name to make like we know what's going on.
Actually explored in here.
Oh yeah, this was the bathroom that you actually no, this is a
different bathroom.
Oh yeah, this was the bathroom that the zombie stomping thing happened in, right? Because the zombie was in the bathtub. No, actually, I think I might be thinking of something different.
You are thinking of something very different, and I
yeah,
like having
I'm thinking of an entirely different room.
And that's all that was in here, but that's a nice prize. Time to go back and save. Oops.
Oops.
And now I debate how much longer I want to keep going. It's 10:30.
Oh.
You!
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, are these what he was shooting at? The bees on
the
floor?
He was shooting the bees!
Okay, so I get it now. Barry's the red herring for Wesker being evil.
Mm-hmm. Since there's... Oh, could you just step over?
Oh, I totally could, because the plant's dead.
You want to try, just in case?
No, I'm low on health.
Oh, right, duh. Yeah, you're currently gripping your side. Alright.
Yeah, I think I might call it.
Okay.
We got a lot of progress here. Finished off this entire area.
Yeah. I will say it's pretty much like it's a little more straightforward from here. Like there's a fucking brain function, please. I
know that feeling.
I'm trying to find a way to word it that won't like give away too much, but like as far as I can recall, it is you're more than halfway through. There's actually, I'm just gonna do a quick skim of the actually I can just look at the table of contents because there's one of those. So the guide is split up into different portions. It's Jill Mansion, Jill Residence, Jill Mansion 2, and then 2 other segments. And Chris has, I believe, Chris has the same number of segments. And I might actually do some reading on the Chris portion to see if there's anything that, if it's like how different it is, and if it would warrant playing through on stream. I don't think so, just in terms of the length. It might Chris's campaign might come a little
totally
easier.
Could if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I was saying
if you don't do it, I'll just do it off stream.
Yeah, because I do think that there's enough difference between the two of them that it would warrant playing it. So like, I don't know.
I just
I also
realized the wonky boob physics she has.
yeah,
It's-
I didn't want to point it out because it's just kind of weird.
They're like water balloons. I don't think they're supposed to move like that.
Again, one of the other reasons why I didn't exactly draw attention to it, because it's just.
Oh hey,
Hey, Dragonesque.
we have a viewer right at the end when we're wrapping
Well, do you want to keep moving then? I guess.
You know what? Sure. Sure, I think I will.
All right. All right.
Put the ink right
I can. All right. You have the new mansion key, right?
Oh.
Oh, so they have them. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have the Twitch stats up, so I couldn't like see like viewer number or whatever, because that's all on Mush's end. I mean, I could have had it open, but oh well. I like something about this is very humorous. Just reading it. Head back to the mansion now, but watch out for snakes along the way. This time it's around likely inevitable you will be bitten, poisoned.
Oh no, there's.
I don't like the way that sounds.
I've been back and forth down this hallway a couple of times now. Does that mean there's more snakes?
God, that would suck.
Oh.
Oh shit.
This is Jill.
Brad, where the fuck did you go?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Land the fucking helicopter. Come pick us up.
Bravo, team. Doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad.
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad. Brad.
Mysterious that she can hear him completely fine, but not the other way around.
This is
no snakes.
Oh, I guess not. That's
because they're over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I thinking of the right room? Oh yeah,
Whoa!
careful, dogs.
Fuck. There we
Yeah,
go.
using that preemptively is probably for the best. Plink! God damn it. Forgot how long they just grab onto you. Nice.
There we go.
I
Oh, I
also
can't reload
like the
'cause I
way
don't have any bullets.
I also like the way that the guide phrases this portion, where it says, "There are 2 dogs near there that ate the birds or something, so kill them."
Oh, I could have left the birds.
Yeah, if you left the birds, I assume the dogs wouldn't be there. Why won't it let you take the blue orbs?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm not actively poisoned, but why those specifically?
Yeah, that's just weird. Also, yeah, Dragonesque, that was the fucking Dwelling Malevolent made me lose my shit the first time that I read it.
Here's
And
where
it
the
still
snakes
does.
move to.
Ah, son of a bitch. They got scared off by the dogs. I'm trying to think of other really good replacements for Resident Evil and like Dwelling Malevolent. The first thing I was thinking, like, homebound, at home, home. Damn it!
Homestuck.
Yeah, and my brain was just like, fucking god damn it! It's just like the bit at the beginning where he's just like, "Yep, without a doubt, you are officially house trapped."
Were these here before? Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Oh, Barry.
Use this thing to protect yourself in the bulletproof thing and change. I went
The
ahead.
what?
The bulletproof thing in chains. Fix
Oh,
the piece of crap.
her.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's talking about Lisa.
What? I
Oh,
got
you're
poisoned? When did that happen?
Snakes.
Oh.
Maybe it'll finally let you take that fucking blue herb.
I'd have to go past the snakes to get there. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Household hostile.
Damn it! Oh my god. Oh man.
Rooms listed as red. What else is there in here?
Have you gone through this door before? Or
Oh,
like
no,
both doors?
This is going back to the mansion.
Yeah, so you've definitely gone through both doors. Have you checked the little emblem thing, like the?
That's what
Like
I put there in order to open.
Yeah,
the
to
door.
open the door. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can take it back.
Oh, do I need to? What? Lock.
Might wanna. Oh wait, Barry's note said that he took care of the lock, so you can open the door now without.
Oh.
So try opening the door again. Oh, never mind.
Barry, you idiot.
Might have just been. He might have. Okay. Wait, hold on. Never mind. I'm just misread the guide. It said also if you're trying to get 100% items, you must take the stone and metal object. No, we don't fucking care. You can put it back.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fucking thing was red though.
Because there was an item that you need for completion percent in the hallway.
I guess.
Oh god, really? Oh fuck.
Okay, hold on. Check the map now. As long as you were doing it anyway. Check the map.
Yeah, it's green.
It's green. Okay. Never mind. Put it back. Fuck this thing. It's better than having to go all the way back to the fucking chest just to go back into that portion of the house.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta remember that why this room is red.
Oh. Oh, it's her, isn't it?
Nah, I don't. She usually can't move that fast. Could just be a very fast dog.
Oh, I should have kept that locked. What? What is you?
It's our reptilian overlords that run the government. I don't know what they are. It's genuinely the first time I've ever seen this thing. At least in motion. Oh, they're called hunters. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead.
It's fucking Killer Croc's ogre cousin. Oh wow, the guide doesn't mention the blue gem until that you got from the statue that you pushed off the ledge. It doesn't mention it until now.
Really?
There's the dog.
Really? The dog waited until now.
There's the dog. Oh, what a good boy. When by good I mean awful. Fuck right off. These guys have never not sucked. They've been awful in every game they've been in. They're really annoying to deal with.
Really?
Oh shit. That might be it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hate it.
Well, we got two options. You can either call it here, or you can try and undo or redo the progress that you did since the last save. Because I think the only thing that really happened was you went back to the main room.
Yeah, that was
and had
it.
that cutscene with Wesker. So if you want, you could try doing that, or you could just call it.
Yeah. I think we're done here for now.
Yeah, that's fine. This was fun mostly. There were some really annoying things, but
Mm-hmm.
I had a good time. Yeah.
Well, actually, the sharks weren't that bad. Now that I think
Yeah,
about
the sharks weren't that bad, and also just the fact that they're there at all is just really funny.
Yeah,
It's so good.
why?
Anytime people say Resident Evil was like or like it was serious or whatever, and then they got all stupid and weird or whatever,
Shark
it's
room.
always been stupid and weird, and it's just a matter of it was at one point really clunky, and then at another point not quite as clunky. And also at that other point, you had like fucking machine guns and like all kinds of things. Yeah, Resident Evil's been goofy from the beginning. The type of goofy just changes precisely. All right, but this was fun. I hope we can do this again sometime. Maybe sooner than
sometime
2 weeks.
soon, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. And depending on fucking brain function, please. Depending on when you want to start Resi, or like when you finish this game and when you want to start Resi 2, doing trying out the Chris campaign, even if you don't play through the entire thing on stream, could be another fun thing to do after that, because I do think that we could finish this game within 2 streams.
Yeah, probably. Now
But
that I have some idea of what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm also just I'm just really excited for Resi 2 because the remake is really good. It's so good.
So
I
says
think
you
you'll
and
love it.
every other reviewer.
But I really do think that if you liked this and if you're enjoying this and you liked 7, it's like the perfect blend between the two.
Excellent.
Yeah, and it also makes me all the more bitter about the fact that Resident Evil 8 is still Ethan and third person, and I don't like Ethan at all. I've made that known, but I'm gonna die on that hill, especially because fucking the Resi 2 remake made me love Leon even more. So like it's like you have good characters. Please just give Ethan a character. That's all I want. Give him a
maybe they
stupid
will. Who
cheesy
knows?
line like Jill sandwich or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. In any case, we'll see you on the next stream, whenever that happens to be. It'll be sooner than the break between the last one.
All
I
right.
can tell you that much.
Good night, everyone.